So I'm sure you know the answer, and I'm sure you've gotten the correct answer. And the answer is because most advertisers realize that a keyword that's just one word and so broad can't possibly be a keyword worth bidding on, which is exactly why it's only medium competition and a low cost per click bid. So we're not going to go ahead and add that to our keyword plan. Contemporary chairs is interesting, but once again, if you think about it, contemporary chairs, somebody searching for contemporary chairs could really be meaning a lot of different things. They could be meaning high-end, living room chairs, art deco chairs, and the like. So we don't necessarily want to be showing an ad for anybody looking for contemporary chairs. If somebody had typed in contemporary computer chair, contemporary office chair, that would be a whole different story. But this is just a search volume estimate for this specific variation. And if I roll over the trends, I could see the trends for each specific keyword. It's a really, really cool tool. Computer chair. So computer chair is another highly competitive keyword at pretty low cost per click comparatively. So I'll go ahead and click the blue button and add that to my plan. And if you see on this right-hand panel, things start to populate. I'll keep looking down. Task chairs is no good. Swivel chairs is no good. Ergonomic chair we have already. Drafting chair is no good. Executive chairs. Swivel chairs. So, I like swivel chairs. I don't know why I didn't like it up here, but I like it down here. So it's pretty much the same thing. One just has a plural, one just doesn't. So we'll go ahead and add swivel chairs as well, because it's a fair argument that most swivel chairs are being used for computers and computer desks. Now, we might find that to be not the case, but we'll figure it out. We'll eventually see that. White desk chair, that's nice. I think Poppin sells a lot of white desk chairs, so let's go ahead and add that to the plan. Reception chairs, Poppin as well sells reception chairs, so let's go ahead and add that to the plan. And we're showing 1 to 30 of 557 keywords. So if we go to the next page, we'll continue to get more and more ideas. Modern chairs is no good. White office chairs is good. High back office chairs is good because Poppin sells those. Adjustable desk chair for teens is no good. Computer desk chair is good. Mesh chair is good. Poppin sells a lot of those. Reclining office chair is great. Office chairs on sale is great. We might have it already, but it's okay. It's okay if you have duplicates. Google will clean those up for you. Conference room chairs is great. Office chair back support, that's I don't like it so much because people might be looking for specific back support components. Student desk chair is good. Conference chairs is good. Armless office chairs is good because I know Poppin sells those. Mesh office chairs is great. Big and tall office chairs is great. White leather office chair is great. Okay, so we don't need to go through this entire list right now, but you're getting the idea. So this keyword tool is an excellent way for us to start generating new ideas. Now, if I take a look at this plan over here, I could drag my bid range up and down, and I will get these nice daily forecasts of how many clicks I should expect per day and what my cost will be. Now, keep in mind, these, once again, are just really, really broad estimates. It's not exactly done in any sort of detail. But here we go. I look, I have one ad group. I could set my match type from here. I can make it broad, exact, or phrase. I could take a look at the keywords I have in my account by clicking on that icon, and I can close that out. And now I have some options. I could either copy them to my clipboard if I'm gonna, move the data into Excel, or just copy them into my account. I could download the plan. I could save them to my account, and I could delete the plan. I could also go back and review and do another search. So if I click on Modify Search up here, I have the ability to, let's say I wanted to do it by URL. So I'll jump over to Poppin, which is our office chairs page. Copy that and paste it in my landing page and click Get Ideas. And now Google has populated this again. We still have our plan, and we can continue to add to our plan with this new set of data. So interestingly enough, we have this computer chair ad group, and this time I'm going to go into it at the ad group level, so it's much more manageable. So best computer chair, computer chairs, computer desk chair, comfortable leather, and let's just say these all look great, right? So if these all look great, I could add all to plan right here above, which is a nice feature, or I could go back and add this entire ad group to plan. And this time, it makes a second ad group for me. And if I save it directly to my campaign, I'm going to have two new ad groups created for me. So let's say I X out of that, and I go back to computer chairs. So it looks like Google took away the computer chairs for me. But let's say modern chair is a good ad group, and I click into modern chair, and I click add all of these 15. The same exact thing happens. So I get a new ad group. If I save this plan to my account, I'm going to get these two new ad groups created for me. So once again, I can modify my search, and I could go to product and category, and I could start typing in office furniture. So home office furniture, office and computer desks, things like that. So if I do home office furniture and I click get ideas, I'm going to get new ad groups and new keyword ideas for that newly modified search. So now we're not searching by landing page, we're not searching by keyword, but we're searching by product. So here we go, we have computer chair again. Let's say I like all these keywords. I could click add all to plan once it loads up, and I have a third ad group created in my plan over here. So it's a really, really nice tool. So this Google tool gives us the sense of trends. We see volume, we see average costs per click, and it really pulls from a gigantic database of lots of different keywords. And we've used lots of different external tools in the past, like SEMRush, like we've spoken about, which I'll take you in a second to take a look at. But Google's keyword planner really dominates in terms of just the volume of ideas that you'll get and the accuracy of their suggested bids. So it's really the best place to start, which doesn't mean you shouldn't use these other tools, that these other tools don't have their value. They do. They have their place in the way they present the data differently than Google does. But it's definitely a really good place to do it. So now I want to go ahead and add these new ad groups into my account. So what am I going to do? You click Save to Account, and I have the ability to create a new campaign or to add to an existing campaign, which is what I want to do. I also want to add to an existing ad group, because right now we're not segmenting or organizing the ad groups yet. We're going to do that manually by hand afterwards. So I'm going to click Add to an existing ad group, click on my campaign, and click on my ad group, and click Save and Continue. It tells me it's 100% complete, close, and now I could go back to my campaign, and I could refresh the page, and I should see all my new keywords populated. And sure enough, we have a new list of keywords that are in there. So down here, 1 to 50 out of 102. So we've added 102 keywords for this ad group. Now, like we've spoken about, 102 keywords is going to be way too much for one ad group. We're going to want to segment these out into more detailed and nuanced ad groups based on action keywords. But this was a very good way for us to start getting a sense of the most commonly searched phrases and search terms all around desk chairs, office chairs, computer chairs, things like that. And now we're going to be able to download this data and start organizing, planning, and understanding the psychological constructs that each of these keywords represents. But before we do that, let's close out of the Google Keyword Planner, and we could always go back to that. So for example, if I close out of it now and I want to go back and get some new ideas, all I got to do is click on Tools, Keyword Planner, and I have the option probably to start from where I left off, and I could either start over or I could resume. So if I want to start over, I go back to search for new keywords using a phrase, and I have all my targeting parameters, and I could do the same exact thing again. So it's really, really cool. You also definitely could play around with this these tools down here, which allows you to get search volume data and trends, and get click and cost performance forecasts. So this will give you, these areas will be giving you a sense of the volume and cost per click of specific keywords you choose, while what we were doing and what we're going to use this primarily for is to get new keyword ideas, which also includes, as a side point, it also includes the click data and the volume trends. but this tool is more useful for generating new ideas. This tool is useful for generating volume and cost forecasts for ideas you already have. So that's the keyword planner. Let's take a look at SEMRush. So SEMrush is a tool, SEMrush.com. It's a paid tool. There's different levels of membership. Our agency has an enterprise level membership plan, which allows us to get bigger lists and additional details. It's a very, very robust and complicated software, SEMrush, and from all the different tools that we've used in the industry, we really like this one the best. It's really our favorite. It allows you to research the advertising footprint of your competitors. It allows you to get estimates on cost per click. It allows you to do keyword research, and it's a very intuitive and user-friendly interface. So what happens if we just go ahead and paste in Poppin's office chair URL right into the dashboard of SEMrush? You have to clean up the HTTP. That's something just to keep in mind if you ever do use SEMrush. And they have a free trial, by the way, so I definitely recommend jumping over to SEMrush and checking it out. What's cool about SEMrush is it allows you to focus your searches based on country, which is what Google allows you to do as well, but they offer that functionality too, so that's nice. So I'm targeting the US and I click search. SEMrush by default redirected me to poppin.com, but right off the bat we see a lot of interesting data we get. So we could see their organic search volume, and they're minus 2% month over month from last month. I could see their paid search, their AdWords data. So it looks like they spent around $32,000 last month in AdWords. We could see how many backlinks they have, if they've done any display advertising, their trends over time, organic versus paid. We could see their ads keywords when they're US, mobile, all these different types of things. So if I wanted to go to paid search, I would just click on paid search over here, and it should bring me to their paid search area. And here we're getting another view of data, and this is the data that Poppin has been advertising on. So this is their keywords: office furniture, office supplies, and this is all sorted by volume and their estimated cost per click on that given keyword. So as you could start imagining, this is a really, really cool and useful tool to figure out some of Poppin's competitors and to take a look at what they've been advertising on. And just to continue on this trend of the data, we also see cost per click. We could see the URL that the ad leads to. We could see the percentage of traffic that they've gotten from PPC that has come from each given keyword. So office supplies has brought around 7% of their traffic. It's really cool. The percentage of their costs, the competition level, how many results per keyword, the trend in the data. So if we see if a keyword's pretty stable or if it's very erratic, like one of them down here, we could actually take a look at the search engine results page source, and we could see when it was last updated, and we could export all this data into Excel. So it's a really, really cool tool, very powerful. So let's say I want to use SEMrush, which we do all the time, to find competitors of Poppin's. So it's very, very easy to do that. All I'm going to do is go back to the main view by doing a search for poppin.com again.